Are you doing the right things to turn your hot leads into clients? I know you're spending your time and your money and you're doing networking events, you're doing trade shows, golf tournaments, art and wine festivals, maybe even some blood drives to get people into your business and show that you care. Well, what is the use of you doing this if you're not turning these leads into clients? So today, I'm gonna share this step in my magnetic marketing roadmap with you so you can see an effective way to do this. My name is Shauna Anderson-Newt, president of Spitfire Advertising. We help our clients build relationships, create experiences, and help them reach their goals through fun, creative marketing that leaves my clients' target audience, the people that they're trying to get into their business, wanting more. So today, looking at this magnetic marketing roadmap that we've created, we're looking at this part here. As an example, to make this simple for you, we're going to pretend that you met this lady Sue at a networking event. So you and Sue have met, you're at the networking event, you know what questions you're going to ask in advance so that the conversation flows, so you can figure out what you guys have in common, how to build a connection, how to build a relationship while you're qualifying her. And of course, all of this is done smoothly, elegantly, so you are not being salesy at all. You have done your nonverbal communication. Remember, 93% of communication is nonverbal. So you've used those skills, you've welcomed her in, you felt like she feels like you care about her. You've used visuals by wearing the branded shirt because visuals make it so much easier for somebody to remember you because it's how the brain processes things. It processes images 90% faster than just words. I don't know about you, but I struggle sometimes remembering people's names. But once I see it, I'm good. I can definitely remember it. And I want you to have that same experience and deliver that to your clients. So wearing the branded shirt does that. After the event, you're pretty sure that Sue's a hot lead for you. So you've gone back and you've researched her. You've looked at the things that you have in common and you've looked to see, does she use your product or your service? And if so, can you tell who she uses? If not, then if not, meaning if she doesn't use your product or service, then is she a good fit? Can you see where your product or service would benefit her? And then you're gonna have this list of questions and things that you found out when researching her, and you're putting that into your CRM. So you always have that, you can always go back to it. So you definitely know right now what you need to do to start really building that relationship with Sue, how to show that you're connected, that you care, things that you have in common, how you can position yourself as an expert, and you have asked her to go to coffee with you. So this is where we're at now. You've asked her to go to coffee with you, and I don't want you to sit back and just wait for that day to come. I want you to go through those notes, those things that you've come up with when you were researching her. Go through those. Figure out what you need to ask her at coffee. Again, just kind of sprinkling in this conversation, making it go smoothly and elegantly. You are not looking like a stalker. You are not interrogating her, being salesy. You are just going to ask these questions elegantly and casually so you can get to know her better, so you're qualifying her more and you're positioning yourself as the expert that can solve her problems. Remember, this is like dating. You're courting her. You want to show her that you're the one. You're the one. So how can you do this? You're going to show up at coffee. You're going to know what those questions are. And if this was an actual date, wouldn't you bring flowers? So what can you bring to really set the mood, to induce the law of reciprocity, which is where you give something, they want to give something back to you. Instead of flowers, bring a gift. Something small, something useful, something that ties in with your product, your service, something that you know Sue would use. So if you're going to have coffee and you know she's leaving there, you know that she's going to get into her car. So what can you give her that she can use in her car, where it's always going to be reminding her of you? Think of this like Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel left the breadcrumbs, so this is your breadcrumbs, left the breadcrumbs to know how to get back home. Same thing. You're giving her a branded item because every time that she sees it, she's thinking about you. And when she's ready to buy your product or service, You don't want her having to try to remember your name, trying to remember your contact info. Where did she put it? It's right there. It's in front of her at all times. It's the breadcrumb that's going to show her the way home to you. So for the car, you can do a USB car charger. You can do one of the visor clips that hold sunglasses and a pen. If you're going to talk to her about, let's say Sue is a safety manager at a construction company. You're going to talk to her about safety programs. You can bring a notebook that's branded, have some construction theme on it, which is really nice. Inside the notebook, open it up, write some tips for her, write some website links, some tricks, info, a little personalized note, something in there that's showing that you have personalized this for her. Personalization shows you care and builds the relationship. So you definitely want to do that. During this meeting, you're going to focus on building the relationship, setting yourself apart from the competition. You're going to connect with her. Everything that you're doing and saying is moving the relationship forward. So make sure that you're doing those things. You're asking the right questions, you're giving the right insight, you're helping her out whenever she needs it, you're giving her new ideas. You want to show her that you're that go-to person. Remember, this is human to human. It's not an entity to an entity. It's not a transaction. This is human to human, building the relationship, showing you care, positioning yourself as an expert. I can't say those things enough because that is the key to turning your leads into clients. You want to make sure that you leave Sue with the best impression of you. Coffee's over. Now what are you going to do? Sue just gave you the most precious gift that she could give you. She gave you the gift of time. And I know your mama taught you to say thank you when somebody gives you a gift. So what's the warmest, most heartfelt gift that you can give somebody? Taking the time to write out a handwritten card. Make sure it's branded because people keep handwritten cards. They usually put them up someplace too, whether it's on the refrigerator, on their file cabinet at work, on their corkboard, someplace that they can see it. And every time they see it, they're going to be reminded of your name. Again, visuals. So they're seeing your company name and everyone around them is seeing it too. So if they see that card and they see that name, it can spark curiosity. Oh, who is that? Oh, what's that card for? Questions are asked. Conversations are started. It helps you with your marketing. Do you see how that's marketing without an interruption? It's creating an experience. So brand your cards that you send out and do handwritten cards. So let's recap that. We prepared for the coffee date. We had the coffee date. We gave a thank you handwritten card afterwards to build that relationship. And all of those things are moving the relationship forward, building that connection, positioning you as an expert, showing that you're different than your competition. And that is the key for you to turn more of your hot leads into clients. Let's do a quick recap. So you prepared for the coffee meeting, you knew what questions to ask, you knew what you were going to do to move that relationship forward. Connect with her, qualify with her more, position yourself as an expert and somebody that's different than the competition. You had the coffee date, it went great, you're so excited, she gave you that gift of time, so you rewarded her and thanked her for that with the handwritten card. That's branded. Do you see how this is all creating this relationship? It is all helping you. It's all moving you forward, moving the relationship forward. So when you're out there and you're trying to turn your leads into clients, think about it like dating. Put your best foot forward. Really build that relationship. If you found this useful, please share it out with 3 people you know. It's my mission to help people that are marketing, whether they're business owners, a marketing manager, an admin, whoever is in charge of marketing for your company. It is my goal to show them how to market correctly, where it's not just entity to entity and there's no relationship. It's not just throwing stuff out there and hoping it sticks. It's really building that connection, that relationship, that experience with the person that you're trying to get into your business to become a client. And if you like these tips, I put them out every week, so subscribe to my YouTube channel so you're going to be the first to know. And lastly, remember to smile, because happy looks good on you. Have a great day.